friends.
Happy Friday.
What's going on, everybody?
Good.
Thank God.
It's fucking Friday.
It's fucking
Amen
Friday.
to that shit. Amen. I hope
feel like I
everyone
can just go.
things that make you breathe a little easier.
It's a holiday on Monday. I have Monday off, thank God.
Me too.
I don't get many Mondays off, but I actually get this one. And I'm very excited.
I know.
Walt has Monday off.
So it's funny because I called you and I was like, oh, do you have Monday off? And you're like, yes. And I'm like, do you? I'm like, yes. So we're gonna go on a little adventure.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
Yes.
Which we wouldn't have done if we didn't have
Work
Monday
on
off.
Monday. Right.
So it should be interesting.
Yeah, so I think we might do some pictures and some updates and maybe a couple of live clips on the Facebook page.
So we're not going to give it all away.
I think we'll just leave it a surprise. If you want to know, tune in and pay attention.
Okay. We're going on a road trip. We'll just say that. Going on a mini road trip. Mini road trip. And it should be interesting. We're going to have some friends with us.
Yep.
That are fucking awesome. And it should be very interesting, to say the least. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You know what I mean? But, hi, Mama.
What up, Mom?
Hello, Miss Jess.
Hi, Jess.
All right. So we have so much to go over. Lots and lots and lots and lots. But not only that, we actually, when we won't do it yet, we had a submission of a story, which we were so excited to get.
We have a submission, friends, that
we'll
we are going to get to, but...
Yes, we'll wait a little bit for that, because we want to have more people on, because we want lots and lots of feedback and all that good stuff. So,
yes.
Yeah, so let's get started. You ready to start the party?
Wait, I forgot something.
What'd you forget?
Hi, Julie. We need to show our friends something really quick.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds, friends. I'm so sorry. I'm not prepared.
I'll entertain you.
Entertain.
It's fine. It's what I do. It's what I do. So, fun note. We have been asking for input on Halloween costumes for Steph and I to wear on our Halloween episode, which will be obviously a couple days before Halloween. And unfortunately, we didn't get much as far as feedback, but Steph and I have decided, obviously it's a surprise, but it is going to be so much fun. We're super excited and stoked for it. That we're excited for our Halloween costumes, even though we didn't tell it, we're not going to tell what it is. It's a wait and see.
It's just going to be a surprise.
Yes.
Okay, guys, can I just tell you that my friend Julie, that I work with, made my goddamn day today because she is so fucking talented, spectacular,
High praises, Julie. High praises.
Listen, this girl is the fucking bomb.com. So if you guys are looking for Christmas gifts and shit, this girl is where it's at. So Julie, make sure you tag your stuff and put all your info up, okay? Listen, guys, I am a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan.
Who isn't? Let's be real.
I mean,
if you're not, what are you
it's
doing?
It's a huge deal.
But, go ahead.
I saw this cup online that I wanted, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, Julie, could you make this? And she was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Y'all, she fucking killed it. Okay?
That is beautiful.
I don't know if you guys can see all the details in this and everything else, but there are so many different little scenes going on in here, and I'm going to tell you right now, she killed above and beyond the picture that I sent her.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Okay, this shit is fucking fantastic. I am so goddamn excited. I literally was ready to jump and do cartwheels through the damn hallway today. This made my day. So if you guys need some Christmas gifts for loved ones or whatever, Julie is your girl. She is mad creative. She has her own little Facebook page where she does all kinds of things.
And she's actually put it in the chat.
And she put all of her info in the link in the comments, guys. Check out Julie's page, like it, share it, check it out. Trust me,
Christmas is right around the corner, folks.
Christmas is right around the corner, friends. Okay.
You know what? So one of my friends at work, in our little.
Where is the other one?
Message.
The other one. Oh, I have another one.
Girl,
I don't know where it is. Sorry, Julie.
We'll save that one for next time, Julie. Sorry.
Yes.
She was unprepared.
I was unprepared.
So, yeah, one of the girls that worked today in our little, like, private IM chats sends me a message, and she goes, 78 days till, I think it was 78 days, 78 days till Christmas, or whatever it was, and I'm like, are you trying to make me panic? I'm like, we haven't even
countdown already.
No,
I can't.
I can't. Listen,
I'm gonna have a panic attack.
I've already started Christmas shopping because I'm one of those people that I'm like, I want to be done by Thanksgiving so that I can actually enjoy Christmas. Because anybody, especially who parents out there,
Listen,
you realize like Christmas is not as fun, and that's because we're stressed out.
right? It's true.
I would rather get my shopping done out of the way, and that way I can go, oh, I can enjoy.
I used to be able to be done by Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And I would save the last few things that I needed for Black Friday, specifically knowing what I was looking for, and go through all the ads and know like which stores I need to go to for which specific items. And I had it all planned out, like it was a big thing.
Yes.
And then I was done. And it was such a relief. The past few years, I have not been so prepared.
I've started to buy. You started to buy.
I just started to buy.
I've gotten a few things. They're tucked away. Yeah.
It's going to be hard to hide.
See, I don't even take them out of the boxes. I leave them sealed in the box. They come in and just stick them in a closet. I know what it is.
Shit.
Huh?
Lose stuff.
Oh, no. See, I have a closet that I stick everything in my room. I have like 2 closets, and one's kind of just a storage space, so I stick everything in there. My kid knows it's in there, but it's every box is still completely sealed, so I know if he starts snooping.
I gotta find a new designated space in this house.
I guess so.
Yeah.
We'll find something. We'll find a nook or a cranny somewhere.
A nook somewhere. A little hidden nook.
Hide under bed.
This kid goes through stuff.
He still like goes digging.
Yeah.
See, Aiden doesn't really dig. He's just kind of like, he'll see a box and he'll call me and he'll go, Mom, you got a package. Can I open it? No.
My son will straight just open that
Oh,
shit.
So no, Aiden asks because he knows I will
I had to start
lose
shipping stuff to my
mind.
grandmother's house until my mother started opening stuff, not understanding why she was getting stuff sent to her in her name and thought they were hers, just magically gifted to her and enjoying them.
Oh. Mom, I know you're special, but damn.
Remember that?
I mean, really? All right.
Yep.
Notice we changed locations a little bit. We're trying a new spot.
Trying a new location, seeing how we like it, seeing how if you guys like it.
Let us know if it's. I know we're gonna work on the lighting situation in here a little bit, but
We'll
for next week, that's fine. All right.
First topic of the evening.
Let's get started.
What do we
What do we
have?
got?
What would be your reaction if your teenager told you that they were having a baby?
Ooh.
First of all, how teenage is this
We'll just say,
teenager?
as right now, we have teenagers.
If Dylan was 16,
He's
years
16,
old right
my
now,
son's 15. If they came to you right now,
I'm not ready to be a grandmother.
of course you're not. But you
No.
can't change what's already done.
No, I know.
So here's my whole
I
thing
think I
on
would
this.
cry.
Of course I would cry. Of
And
course you
crawl
cry.
underneath a rock. And then I would emerge.
Emerge. A beautiful
And then I would just have to handle business. And it is what it is. And you handle whatever you gotta handle.
See, for me, okay, here's my thing. I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's kind of natural. I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed in my child for not being safe.
Right?
But once I think that initial shock passes,
Yeah.
and I think it's one of those things, like, I feel like, now, obviously, we have sons.
Yes.
I want to make sure that this girl is safe, healthy. Is she in an okay living situation?
Taking care
Because
of,
that
doctor's
is my
appointments.
grandchild in
Right.
her. And if her parents go, oh, that's it, we're taking you out. Well, guess what? Then you know what? I'm going to do what I need to do.
Come live here.
Because I want to make sure that my grandchild
I'm not
is
ready
safe.
for all that.
No, I'm not either. Trust me.
Girl.
Listen.
If one of us has that happen, we're gonna have to move in together somewhere because we're gonna just have to.
Up,
lean
sister
on
wives,
each other.
sister grandmas.
Girl. It takes a tribe.
So the great thing about it is, though, is my child being the only boy and 3 older sisters, I won't have to whoop his ass. His sisters are going to take care of that for me.
Wow.
So I can kind of sit back and go, have at it. And they're going to beat the shit out of him and handle that first. And then I can go, okay, let's proceed.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a
That
heavy
was a
one.
heavy
It
one.
was a heavy one to start with, yo.
Oh, move on,
Woo!
please. Let's
All right,
get
let's
past
move
this.
on. Let's go to a fun fact.
Let's go to a fun fact.
Fun fact.
I love fun fact Fridays.
Fun facts.
Fun fact
Fun fact Fridays. Sex addiction affects 10% of the male population and 7% of the female population. And when we say sex addiction, okay, we're not saying like, oh, I like to have sex a lot. No. We're talking people with like a convulsion of like, I need to have sex.
Oh boy.
All the time. No, it's a legitimate thing.
Oh,
like,
I believe it.
it's an addiction just like drugs or alcohol or whatever. They're like, I need it to
Totally
survive. I need it
understand.
to move on. I certainly, while I enjoy, I do not have sex addiction in the least bit. And I don't know that I could be with somebody that did. Okay, this is another question. Could you be with somebody who had a legitimate sex addiction? Like,
I
that's
was once.
a legitimate sex addiction, no?
Yeah.
Really? See, I don't think I could do it. I have a
It was
high drive, but
bad.
yeah, like that's like,
Oh, it was bad.
that's a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to have fun, but I don't want it to be. But then it becomes a chore. It's not
Oh,
enjoyable
it
anymore.
absolutely wasn't. It definitely was not.
It's not enjoyable anymore.
No.
And that if you take the enjoyment out of it, what the fuck's the point? Listen, we tell
I
our
don't
kids.
care how spontaneous you get.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
care how many times you switch it up. Sometimes
No.
too much is too much.
Exactly. Too much
And
of
for
anything.
me to say that, let's be real. For me to say some shit like that, listen, sometimes too much is too much.
Too much of anything is bad for you. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Right? So,
I can agree to that.
okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
What do we have here?
You tell me.
You are about to get down to business, and your man suddenly can't perform. What do you do?
So I feel like this happens. I mean, it's
It
kind
does.
of, it's common. You know what I mean? And I feel like the older we're getting,
I was gonna
it's
say, especially at our age now.
probably getting more common.
right.
So I think that internally in our heads, we're like, damn, that sucks.
Totally
Josh,
had my
wait.
mindset on that.
Josh is here.
Josh!
We're so proud of you.
Yes, you made it. You remembered.
So I feel like, okay, but at the same time, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, especially when it's something they can't necessarily control. So, you know, we try to be it's okay. Happens to everybody.
It does.
It's fine. We don't have to do it now. We can try again later. It's, you know, but it's like,
tomorrow.
I feel like sometimes it's not just us convincing them, it's us convincing ourselves. No, it's fine.
Right.
It's totally fine. It's okay. Not a big deal at all.
Do you need some water? Are you dehydrated?
What can I do for
Is there
you?
something on your mind? Do we need to talk?
So I will say, I've run into this one time with somebody that it was a chronic issue.
Chronic.
Yeah, like it happened often.
And they needed pills?
Probably. They had some dysfunction going on.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I feel like sometimes we as females, because we're like, okay, well, what can I do? So, you know, things come to mind. Let me try this. Let me try this.
Right.
And it's somewhat like, even though you know that it's not you, but when you're doing everything, like you're pulling out all the tricks and you're trying and it's just not working, it's like, they're not the only ones whose feelings are hurt. You know what I mean?
True.
Like,
True.
we're like,
True.
damn.
It's not just a
That
one-way
didn't work?
street. Right.
shit, that always works. What do you mean that didn't work?
Is it me?
Is it me? Did I do something?
Right.
Yeah, no. I feel like it's kind of like, they don't, like, yes, I understand for me, and I can absolutely understand that is gotta be, sorry about the background noise.
Here's your motorcycle.
That it can be absolutely embarrassing for a guy, and I
Right.
get it, and it shouldn't be because it is natural, but understand you're not the only ones hurting. We're feeling a little bit on the embarrassed side too, because
Right. We're right there with you.
you know what I'm saying. So
we feel you.
we shoulder that burden with you guys.
We feel you on that.
Don't be
We're right there with you.
don't
Trust
be
us.
a Debbie Downer about yourself.
Right. Don't get all up in your head about it.
Okay. Is it too much for a woman to ask a man to be one way in public and one way in private?
I don't think that's. No.
I don't think so either, because I mean, how many men ask for a woman who's like a lady in the street, but a
Classy
freak in the sheets?
but
But
a freak in the sheets.
right, and I think my whole thing is like, if I'm with someone, like, I want you to be your nasty sexual self when we're alone, but there's a time and a place for it, and I think
Right.
that's what it comes down to. It's not asking you to be two different people.
Right.
It's just asking, like, there's a time and a place.
Right.
When's the right time? I don't need you, like, shoving your hand down my pants when we're in public. Like,
I don't
that's
think
just
that you
not
can
okay.
necessarily even tell somebody personality behind closed doors by their genuine
But I've come
personality.
across people that don't understand that there's a time and a place for it. Not to say that I've been with them, but
Oh,
like
I
I've
know what
seen
you're
people
talking
that I'm
about.
like,
Oh, I know what
save
you're
that
talking
for
about.
like your time. And I'm not a prude in the least bit.
Save
like,
that for your alone time.
yeah, like I'm not a prude in the least bit. Like I don't think anybody would call me a prude. I'd be shocked if they did. But there's times where I'm just kind of like, okay. You're at your child's softball game. Get your hand out of her ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just a time and a place for shit. I don't need to see it.
Ooh.
Nobody wants to see it. Like, come on. Move it along.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sounds touchy.
You're all about the yellow cards today.
Okay, I guess. Men, have you ever gotten so much in your own head that you just can't perform? Wow, it's weird that we just picked these like back to back.
I know.
Like, have you ever been just so up in your own head, just worried about maybe your performance or just a lot going on and you're just stressed about something or whatever that you just literally just can't do it?
Yeah,
But you don't have a problem with performance at all.
Right. So we want your feedback, Ben, because here's the thing.
Right.
We've talked about in the past how, especially with women, when you get in your own head, you can't orgasm.
Right.
Right? So it doesn't matter. You could be doing everything right. It's not anything you're doing wrong. But if we're laying there and all of a sudden we hear a noise and we're like,
What the fuck was that?
yeah, we've just lost it. You be going to town and doing your
Yes,
game.
Right.
You know what I'm
And it's
saying?
all
And it don't
lost
mean
and gone
anything you
within a
did wrong.
second.
It's just the fact that, like, okay, we just lost it and now we got to build back up to that.
Right.
So I want to know, from a guy's perspective, do you guys have the same problem? Do you ever find that there's a point where you're, like, in the middle of things and then you just for somehow get in your own head, whether you're thinking about
And it's
something,
just
something
like,
distracts
whoop,
you,
gone.
and all of a sudden you're just like, shit, I lost it. I'm curious to know. Because, like I said, I know as a female that it happens a lot. But I want to know as a guy, does that happen? And, like, and
I would
honestly,
assume it does.
yeah. I mean,
I would assume.
I guess so. But I don't, I'm curious. I feel like women tend to be more sensitive to that. No?
True.
You know what I mean? Like, well, let's see. We're more sensitive to everything.
We'll see what we get if you guys actually have the balls to comment.
Come on.
If
Josh,
not,
if you're still there, I want to hear.
text us.
Yeah,
We know
that's
who
fine.
you are.
All right. Do your standards or expectations change when you are just, like, horny? Like, you haven't had sex. Okay, you're single,
Yeah.
right? So there's a guy at the bar who's hitting on you, and you're kind of like, yeah, I'm not really in it. But now, let's go back, and it's now been 6 months, and you haven't had any. And you're like, listen.
He's looking kind of nice over there.
That's what I'm saying. So do your standards change a little, and you're like,
No.
well,
No.
I'm not saying they're grotesque
No.
and they're horrible, but are you kind of like,
No. I'm saying no.
And I'm not saying for a relationship either, just a,
No.
you know what I'm saying? No.
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 No. Said no.
Stephanie says no. No means no.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys are very quiet in the chat tonight.
I know.
Where the fuck are you? Speak up.
Hello.
Hello, McFly.
We can see you.
I mean, while Steph and I can sit here and talk to each other and all night long, and that's completely fine. We want to hear
fine.
from you guys. Josh says no. He says guys. So you're saying guys don't get in their heads, or are you talking about the question we just asked with standards? Specify, my friend. Oh, he's driving. He's driving.
Oh,
Mom says no. Standards don't change.
I don't think they do.
I think for the most part, no, they don't. But I'm not gonna say that guy that you were kind of like.
I'm not saying
the
if
guy
you
that you
have
might
like
be on
6 drinks in, then you have like some wino goggles on. That's a different story and a different topic for another day. That's different.
But it's the guy that you were kind of like, nah, I'm just not really feeling it. Not really.
Three
Some
more
of my friends, and then you're like,
3 more drinks.
okay, he's not so bad.
He's not wrong.
You start to like convince yourself, no, he's not that bad.
Look at that twinkle in his eye.
Josh says no to the standards. No, it doesn't change.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I like getting both sides of the coin here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
What do you got?
What do we got? Have you ever nicknamed your significant other's body parts?
So
I can't really so much say that I have.
I don't think I ever have. No, but I laugh, right? And so we've all seen was it How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Yes.
with Kate Hudson,
Yes.
and she names his thing Princess Sophia.
And
And he's like, what about Kroll, the warrior king? And I'm like, so I'm curious. I'm like, do people actually do, like, we name our cars, like, we name other objects.
That's a good question.
Do people out there name their significant others? Mom says, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mom, you got some stories to share with us. Because I want to hear some of these nicknames.
What if some said nicknames? Just throw them out there. Let's hear this.
Yeah, I'm
this should be
curious.
interesting.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
This should be real.
This should be real interesting. Yeah, and I mean, see, I feel like now this is going to be in my head. So I'm sorry for the next man I date. Chances are I'm going to come up with a nickname now because I feel like I have to. Sorry in advance.
She's like, sorry in advance.
Don't worry, it won't be anything feminine, so it's all good. All right. Would you ever have a sugar daddy or a sugar mama? Would you?
Oh, that was it.
That was it.
The whole
Would you
question.
ever have a
Would you
sugar
just
daddy?
ever...
Stephanie.
I don't know. If there was nothing sexual to do with it, maybe I would consider it. But I absolutely wouldn't have any type of touching, not even kissing. Like, I don't want you holding my hand. I don't want you hugging me. You can give me money and pay my bills. That's fine. Like, you want to go out to
Listen,
dinner?
nobody gives
That's
you something for
fine.
nothing, babe.
I'm just saying.
That's
And
why all
I
these
guess
girls
no.
goes, I don't do anything. He just gives me thousands of dollars. I don't believe that for a fucking second.
I
I'm
really
sorry.
don't either, but if it exists, sure. But
Josh?
if it doesn't-
Josh said he had one before.
What?
Oh, we're gonna have to hear this story.
Oh, he's driving. He's not going to be able to tell us.
That's okay.
We will need to hear this story to touch upon at another time.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see him this weekend, so Josh, be prepared because we want to hear the story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no because this bitch right here can't even take a compliment unless you're money. So, I wouldn't have the heart. I really would not have the heart to take from someone for any reason because. First of all, if I'm having sex with you and you're giving me money, that makes me a prostitute.
I can't even do that.
Like, I just know. But even if...
To be totally
I
honest.
can't, no. And
I can't.
it's intriguing to the mind, but I could never do it. It's just not my thing. And listen, for girls out there, guys out there, whatever, I don't look back down on you. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Just for me.
That works for you, boo. Fine. Not for me.
Belinda says, I'm a hoe.
Hey, whatever. You do you, boo. Whatever
Hey,
works for you.
Whatever makes you happy, girl.
Right. Facts.
All right, what do we got?
Fun fact, friends.
Fun fact, friends.
1 in every 25 people have had or is having sex today.
I ain't want to go.
I'm not.
We're out. Down to 23.
Damn.
What the fuck? Those are good odds, too.
Those are.
And we still
We
suck.
still get no play. What?
Damn.
Whatever.
That has me thinking.
The night's still young.
The night.
Just kidding.
Oh, Lord.
Just kidding. Jokes, friends.
These jokes. These
It's
jokes. All right. Have you ever felt like sex with certain people is just too much work? Like, the sex is good, but it's just like, that's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
I've been in those situations where it's like, I mean, the sex is good, but I'm like, damn, I'm just tired.
Wait, it's like a fucking workout after you.
not even just a workout, like, because I mean, you can deal with a workout even when you don't want to go to the
It's
gym
like
and
a
push yourself to do
workout
it.
on
But,
steroids.
well, just like, it's just a lot of hoops to jump through, and I'm like,
She said hoops to jump through.
I gotta like drive there, drive all the way back.
That alone is work.
I'm tired. I don't want out
Wait.
like that.
Okay. How far of a drive is too far?
We talked about this
Did
before.
we talk about that?
Yeah. Here's the thing. If I know what I'm driving to, like I've had it before and I know it's worth the drive,
Okay.
I would probably drive like half hour, 45 minutes.
Okay.
I think beyond that, like, I feel like that I might be a little bit desperate if I'm going further than that.
What if it wasn't?
If it was the first time, I'd be like, Yeah, no, I ain't
What
going
if they didn't live wherever this was that you had to drive like over an hour for? Maybe let's say an hour and a half or 2 hour drive. But it wasn't where they lived. For whatever reason, they're house sitting. I don't fucking know. Make up
They're
a
on
fucking
vacation
scenario.
or whatever.
Whatever the scenario is.
Again,
Are you driving?
I feel like I would have to know what I'm going for. If I don't know and this is the first time, I'm going to go, I'll let you get back.
You have to drive back.
Oh, fuck that.
You
no.
can't sleep.
No.
You gotta drive
No.
back. No?
No. Mm-mm.
I say over an hour is a no.
Mm-mm.
No go.
Christopher!
Christopher!
The mayor has arrived.
Yes!
Straight out the coma tour.
Straight out the coma tour, yes!
Christopher, we are so happy you're here. We
Love
love
you. Yes.
One day at a time. And guess what he does on his free time? He comes to
You
say
come watch us on your free time. Yes.
We love you.
Love you, Chris.
Keep giving them nurses hell.
Yes.
Listen, they love it.
They do.
They're
love
going to
it.
miss you.
They
when
are
you're
gonna
gone.
miss the shit out of you, but that's
Hell
okay.
yeah.
We miss you more.
Exactly.
Get your ass home.
Get your ass up and her up.
Yeah. One foot in front of the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
Next. Would you let your
Mother-in-law.
mother-in-law come on your honeymoon?
That's a fuck to the no.
No.
No. Listen, I ain't letting nobody come on my honeymoon.
I have so many things just running through my head right now. I can't even just.
Word vomit.
I'm just gonna say no.
Well, yeah, no, it's an automatic no for me. Like, there's nothing. Because here's the thing, I love when people are like, oh, well, they're watching the kids. Why are your
Why
kids
are you
going on
there?
their honeymoon?
No.
Your honeymoon is intent. That's not your honeymoon. That's a family vacation.
Right. That's no.
Your honeymoon is a time spent for just the
The
two of you. I've never understood people who bring other people on their honeymoon.
I don't get it.
I've seen people that bring like a friend couple.
That doesn't make any
Why?
sense to me. Please explain the
Listen,
scenario to me and
I'm
why
gonna tell
you
you
even
right
want
now.
to do that. I just,
If and when the day ever comes that I get married
nobody's coming with me on
and I go on my honeymoon, listen, for not for nothing,
unless we have a pet
I'm
monkey.
barely leaving my room.
Unless we have a pet monkey. Abu. No?
What the fuck did the pet monkey come
I
from?
was thinking something tropical Caribbean, no?
Okay, you don't bring him with you.
What if we bought him there?
Why would you buy a monkey? I have so many questions.
I always wanted a little monkey. What?
I can't with you
I
right
just.
now.
What?
I can't with you right
What?
now. I just don't understand you right now.
You don't understand that I
That you want a pet monkey? Why is it coming on your head? I don't, never mind. It's too many questions. Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
Next.
Here's a good one. Could you date someone who you know has been with one of your friends in the past? And I don't mean dated, like just hooked up with one of your friends in the past. And we'll say, like, it's been time. Like, it's not like it just happened. It was years ago, whatever. Could you date date somebody, not just hook up with them. Could you date somebody
Full
that
on
you
date
know?
someone? Did
Full
they
on
sleep
date
with them?
Yes.
Or did they just,
No,
or was
slept
it
with
like
them.
a relationship?
No, just slept with them.
Once or multiple times?
We'll say a couple times.
Couple or more than that?
Oh, you're getting like. super
Well, I
technical.
need to
We'll
know
just
all the
say
facts.
they just say they hooked up casually for like a few months,
Okay.
and that was like 5 years ago.
And now you're trying to get into a relationship.
And now they're really interested in you. You like them a lot, but you know that they hooked up with your friend, and you're still good, close with that friend. Do you feel like you could date this person?
How good is the sex?
That's a lot of questions. Melanie says no, but my friends have dated my exes, and I'm totally okay with it. Really?
I think it's just going to depend on the scenario and the person and the friend and all of that. There's just too many variables there.
Allie says no. Yeah, I'm going to go with no. I don't know that I could date somebody that has been with one of my friends. Especially if somebody that I'm, like, good friends with still. Like, it'd be one thing, it's like, okay, somebody I know, but, like, to date that you hooked up with one of my friends, I'm good.
What if you were already in said relationship
And then found out?
after? What do you do then?
I'd be a little upset that I didn't know.
But it's not
someone.
like you talk about all of your past exes.
Okay, but my friend didn't tell me.
Did your friend know that that's who that was? What if
Well,
they
this is
just
a friend-
knew it was John?
Listen, you and I are friends.
Right.
You're gonna
You've
tell
been
me
dating this man John, and I don't
you're
know.
gonna tell me that I'm dating somebody for months and you have no fucking clue who they are? Of course you're gonna know.
That's true.
Exactly.
I was trying to play devil's advocate.
no.
I guess it didn't work.
Don't play devil's advocate.
I'm trying.
It's not a cute look on you.
I'm
I don't like it.
trying.
I don't like that.
Oh. Sorry. I'm just trying to, think outside the box and see from all
Yeah.
kinds of views. And
I mean, and I get it. I
give an
understand.
argument.
I understand that there's like a lot of like factors in there, but I think for me, that's gonna be a no. I can't. If you smash the homies, I just can't.
I
do
was
it.
just gonna say that smashing the homies. It's not a good look.
No.
It's really not.
And it's nothing against you. I mean, everybody has a past, but I
Right.
just don't know.
And
Because
who
here's the
knows
thing.
who's gonna be friends with who in the future?
Well, that's the thing. Like, if I'm dating somebody and I'm like, okay, I know he hooked up with you 5 years ago. Now I'm not comfortable hanging out with him with you.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah.
just. I think that's just awkward for everybody. I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Next. What do we got?
I don't know. Whatever you pick.
All right.
Just grab a stack.
Okay. If you're doing something competitive on a first date, should the man let the girl win? Absolutely
Fuck no.
not.
No. Here's the thing. I'm a competitive person.
I am too. Don't you dare let me win.
No.
I'll beat your ass
Because
anyway.
because here's the thing. One, I'm gonna talk shit.
Right.
Like, even if okay, we go bowling, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a great
I was
bowler.
gonna say,
I'm not
really not a great
horrible.
bowler until I take my shoes off.
Touche.
Touche.
But I'm gonna say, like, listen, I'm gonna talk shit all the way up till the end, even if I'm losing, just because that's who I am.
right.
And at the end,
It's all fun.
if I do win, I'm gonna be like, like, you know what I
In
mean?
your face.
In your face. Not like an asshole, but like just
Right.
funny. You know what I mean?
It's fun.
And if he goes, oh well, I let you win, I'm gonna go rematch.
Yeah.
Don't let me win. I don't want to hear that. That's a turnoff to me. That
Right.
means that you didn't have faith in me.
Right.
That's what that
Oh,
means.
yes.
You didn't have enough faith in me.
Oh, big no.
Melanie says
That's a no.
she says if I find out you let me win, I'd be upset. I like to win, but fairly. Absolutely.
Yes, I agree.
I want to know that I won fair and square. And if I lose, I lose. Guess what? My mama taught me there's a winner and a loser. You're not always going to win. And that's okay.
Right.
I taught my kids the same thing. Guess what? You're not always going to win. And that's okay.
Right.
Yeah, no, don't let me win. I don't like that shit.
Wait, we have a comment from our topic prior.
Mhm.
And it looks like Jose said, but we're older. What happens if they were somebody from high school? Going back to that previous comment.
Okay.
So, yeah. Does that still make
Where
a
we're so
difference?
far removed. I mean,
Yeah,
we've
so
been
look
on high
at it
school
now.
damn near
It's
20
been about
years.
20-something years. Oh, God.
Almost 20 years. Well, it's
Almost
not
20.
20-something. Almost
I was
20
going to
years.
say, what the
Please do not age
hell?
us. Don't age us any more than we are, please.
Wow. Almost 20 years makes me still want to gag. Does that still matter? Are you still going to be so guarded? Are you still not going to want to be around that person with your new beau?
Maybe, you know what? Maybe not. Because I think that there's such a huge gap in time. And high school, it's like, okay, it's kid love. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or not even love. Just like, it's like, they hooked up in high school. Okay. I mean, all right. Okay, Jose, you got me thinking.
Okay.
I think maybe then in that situation, I might be okay with it. I
Might
might
be
go,
open to having
to
an
that
open
conversation,
mind of
yeah.
that. Okay.
yeah, I think that's fair.
Look at that. See?
Look at that. Changing
Look at
minds.
that.
Changing minds. Look at that.
See that. I
All
love
right.
it. Yes.
Fact.
Fact. Fun fact, friends.
Fun fact, friends. A number of studies have shown that gay men have larger penis sizes on average than straight men.
Doesn't it fucking figure? Half the fucking beautiful men are fucking gay anyway. God damn it. Why? And they got bigger penises too? The fuck?
This shit ain't fair.
It's just not.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Write that one down.
I don't like
I
that.
don't like that. It's just awful. It's just not fair.
It's not fair.
But, speaking of penises.
Speaking of
See how
penises.
she perked up real quick. Gray sweatpants season is upon us, friends. Fall is my favorite season of all.
Yes.
Love
See,
it.
you guys, the guys have sundress season. They love the summer when
Girls
girls are in
have
the
gray
sundresses.
sweatpants
And we got
season.
gray sweatpants season.
Fucking so excited.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Love it.
Yes, men. So, get out them Champion, the Nike, whatever. Get them gray sweatpants going.
Get them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Hey.
Okay. Have you ever fantasized about a best friend's significant other? What did we say best friend? A friend's significant other.
No.
You've never, and I'm not saying like, oh my God, I want them. Just like,
No.
thought about them.
No.
I can't say that I haven't thought about it. Not in any great detail.
I've never even, no, that's never ever crossed my mind with anybody that I know's significant other.
I mean, I've never obviously crossed that line. That's awful. But
I mean, I don't know if it's because I just haven't ever been attracted to them, but it's just
Sure.
never ever been a thing that has happened.
I mean, I've met somebody significant. I'm like, okay.
I listen. If I know that if you're married and you're in a relationship, regardless what the fucking
You're not
level of that
attracted
is,
to
I'm
them.
just not attracted to you at
Makes
all.
sense.
That
No,
fucking,
I get that.
that whole fucking do 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 just gets totally turned off, and I just see nothing.
I'm sorry. Do that again.
My radar.
I missed that. Oh, okay.
That's my radar.
Gotcha.
No, you didn't like that.
Mom says girl code stops that thought. Well,
Okay.
girl code stops the action. The thought, I feel like sometimes you can't control the thought. But 100% stops the action. If you actually are a decent human being, you won't fucking ever act on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Girl code.
Girl code.
All right, what you got?
Okay. What do we have? Would you marry someone who told you that their mother would still come first?
No, because I'm gonna tell you right now. If we get married, I am the queen of your house. Now, your mother will always be important.
I was gonna say, but like, that mom can't still be queen of his world.
Listen. So everything she wants comes before you?
Not necessarily.
This is what I'm saying.
Not necessarily.
I feel like when a man gets married and you've not... All right, so here's my thing, and this isn't just for men. I think in general, okay, the family you choose to create
Yes.
should come before the family you come from. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that the family you come from is not still important and still holds an important role. But the needs of your family you created should come first.
This is a very difficult topic for me because while I totally agree with how you presented and delivered that,
Mm-hmm.
let's get drastic.
Okay. I'm waiting.
You're hanging off a cliff and you got your father in one hand and your husband in the other. Who the fuck are you letting go and who are you saving? Dead ass.
So here's the thing. I don't have a husband, so I'm saying my daddy, but...
Well, I'm just saying. That you're talking about wife coming first, then the mother. So you have to put yourself in
Okay,
that
but
marriage
again,
scenario.
Right, but you're talking that's like so
It's
far.
the same thing. You're choosing one over the other. You're just changing the scenario. Why does the situation matter? If you're saying that the mother comes first,
So you're saying that if your son got married, that everything you want should come before anything his
I
wife
didn't
wants.
say that.
That's what I'm talking about, though.
but I still think the mother should have a higher up than the wife. Not
I don't agree.
Not saying in household things, household rules. But when it comes to family matters that involve the son, specific, maybe certain things,
Mm-hmm.
the mother's input should be thought through. You should put into consideration. I don't think the mother should just necessarily be pushed aside and is not.
I'm not talking. No, and I'm not talking about completely pushing them aside. I'm just saying that when a man gets married, his wife should take priority. Now, again, I'm not saying that the mother's not important. When my son gets married, I want him to put his wife first. I don't want him to put my needs above the needs of his family that he created.
Right, and I'm not saying that necessarily, but I still think like mom's up there.
Oh no, mom's definitely important. I'm not saying that she's not. I just think the family
If somebody
you
had to
create...
make me do 1, 2, and 3s, I'm failing that
Yeah.
entire quiz because I just can't do it. I'm just not going.
And I think sometimes it's situational.
I'm just.
I
Not
get
gonna.
that. But I think that the family you create should take precedent over the family you come from.
But
And
the
when
family
it comes
you
to
create
needs.
can always just disappear versus the family that you were born into. It doesn't.
What do you mean could disappear? The family, your
If
children
you
can
get married,
disappear?
your husband can leave you. So
Okay?
you're going to choose your husband over your father versus the mother over the wife? We're going to flip it around.
No, I'm not saying choosing one over the other necessarily. That's the thing. You're going
Putting
to the
one in a higher precedence.
But the reality is that you should choose. You chose to marry this person. You didn't choose to be born to this person, correct? That doesn't mean you don't love them. That doesn't mean you don't respect them and have all the love in the world for them.
I understand
But
what
you
you're
chose
saying.
to create this family.
Yeah.
So you can't then go, oh, you need this from me? Sorry, my mommy wants more. My mommy needs my time.
I understand.
Do you understand what I'm
you're
saying?
I understand that.
Okay.
But I think in some circumstances, maybe it would be a little different.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm not ever going to agree with you on this topic.
That's
we could
fine.
be on this topic all night long because we've talked about this before. So let's just move on.
Real quick though, let me just lay out a scenario for you, okay? All right?
Okay.
Your son gets married.
Yeah.
They buy a house.
Okay.
They're going furniture shopping and they say, hey, Mom, come along. Okay.
Okay.
And the wife goes, I love this couch. This couch is amazing. I absolutely love it. This is what I want. And
Okay.
you go, I don't like it.
I can't give my
What
opinion.
should... You can give your opinion. Are you going to be... Are you...
He should make his own decision.
But if he has... But he's going to have to... He's going to disappoint one of you.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about it.
All right, but I'm saying... But if you did... If you cared about... You said, well, in your mind, well, you should take my opinion. I'm your mother. I've been around longer.
No,
I know
see,
you
that-
better.
I'm not talking about petty shit like that. That's a household thing. That should have nothing to do with any parent of the couple.
So Melanie says, it's such a hard question. I'd want to be my son's health proxy and not his wife. Like, I would do everything to save him. I don't know about her.
Right, like, see, in certain circumstances.
I'm going to disagree with you.
No.
Listen.
Though I don't think the wife should have a say. I'm sorry, the mother should.
What?
Yes, as long as the mother is well and healthy, the mother should, because you don't know the fucking motive behind. Listen, I've had a personal experience with a family member where similar scenario where this has happened. And if the person was married, this person wouldn't still be here today because the person would have made the wrong decision.
All right, so Josh says wife first. Is a guy's perspective. I truly believe that's right. I think your family you created should come first. I'm going to tell you right now, funny. My parents have been married for over 40 years. My father is not my mother's healthcare proxy.
Who is?
I am.
Why?
Because she would rather me make the decisions than him.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? So I get that there's certain scenarios that, like, okay, if the wife is like, you know what I'm saying, and you're really concerned that she
it
doesn't
depends on the scenario. The mother
But I
shouldn't
think-
have any say in the household decisions.
Right.
But in healthcare scenarios, yes. That is her child.
Right. But at some...
You're not going to do your child wrong.
Of course you're not.
Whereas a significant
Well,
other may. Well, in majority of scenarios.
Even Mom said, there are some mothers who can be very petty. They believe they come before the wife.
Again, I get it. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about in specific certain scenarios. So I don't agree or disagree because I can't just say yes or no. Because I don't agree with it full-heartedly yes. And I don't fully agree with it
All I know is
no.
Any girl out there that sees this someday that marries my son, I promise I will not be a horrible mother-in-law, and you should come first. I will step back and let my son do what he needs to do. Unless I feel like he's in danger or in, that's different. That's a mother's instinct, intuition. But I'm not going to step in between that.
Okay.
That's just
Can
me.
we move on now?
Yeah. Hang on, Melanie says, she could want the life insurance. She doesn't have it all.
Facts.
And I get it. Obviously, if there's a
Facts.
situation where you're like, this bitch is not
We
worried
could be
about
on
my
this
child.
topic all night.
All right.
Facts.
Okay, go ahead.
Facts.
Change of
Melanie.
topic. Sorry.
God damn
I
it.
apparently touched a sensitive spot.
If you were stung by a jellyfish, would you let your BFF pee on you? Listen, I wouldn't even have to turn around and ask. This bitch would already be pissing. Okay, that's just what it is.
You
We've
know
got something
it,
like
girl. I
that. I would absolutely pee on your foot or your leg or your arm
Yep.
or whatever you need.
And you know what? We wouldn't even have to say nothing.
No.
We wouldn't even talk about it. It just
would
is
just
what
happen.
it is.
It would just happen.
And I'd look at her and just go,
I'd be like, oh shit, was that a fucking jellyfish? Hold on. Let me get some water. Get some water.
All right. Have you ever been curious about what one of your platonic friends was like in bed. Not that you want to be with them, but just like the curiosity, like, I wonder if they're good. And that could be guy, girl, doesn't matter. But just like, not that you, like I said, not that you want to find out or you want to be with them, but have you ever
only because I have this one person who's wicked vanilla.
Wait, say that again.
Vanilla.
Okay.
Okay. Boring.
Mm.
And I cannot even imagine what this person would be like. And
Selfish.
I'm not even saying whether it's a male or a female.
Okay.
But I literally just can't even picture
Mm.
what this sex life would be, because it just, I just have no words. So yes, I have, but not because I think it's fucking great, but just because I'm curious to be like,
And
how
that's
bad
what-
is it really?
Listen, that's exactly what I
How
mean.
bad is it really, and how can I help this person to give them pointers?
But that's what I mean.
Like,
Not a matter of
seriously,
like, you know, there are people that I am friends with that I'm like, I kind of wonder.
No,
I wonder. A guy, girl doesn't even matter. Like, it's not a matter. Like, again, not
because we.
No, it's just the fact of like you kind of, or even just sometimes it's not even a friend. Sometimes you ever just look at somebody and you're like, I wonder.
No, not really.
Inquiring minds want to know.
No, not really.
No,
Sherry.
you've never seen somebody dancing on a dance floor and you're like,
Well, dancing, yes, but you.
whether it be really good or
Yeah,
really
no.
bad.
Yes.
And you're just like, they have that kind of rhythm? I'm kind of curious.
Yes.
I'd love to know.
Yes. Anyway,
What we got?
moving right along. All right, what do you got over there? I got a fun fact, friend.
Go ahead.
Fun fact, friends. In Iceland, they have a dating app that ensures you will not be matched with anyone you are related to. Fucking amazing.
Well, especially for those people that have like all these cousins and distant, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just to be, I don't know exactly how they do it. I'd be kind of curious to find that out.
That is kind of cool, though.
Yeah, like, do you have to enter like DNA? Like, how do they know?
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, with being Cape Verdean,
You have 1,000,001 cousins?
there are 1,000,001 relatives all along up and down that family tree. So when you meet somebody and you're like, wait,
What's the last names in your family?
what is the last name? What island were you guys from? Hold on. Non. Have you ever heard of last name whatever? How about this? Do these people look familiar to you? No? We're okay? Oh, wait. Choice removed on the father's side of the grandfather. So what does that mean exactly? Does that mean,
Am I going to have a kid with 3 eyes?
is that a go or a no? I need a clear green light, red light. What are you telling me?
Mom
please?
says, who's your grandmother?
Nona.
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 All right. Does phone sex do anything for you?
No.
No. I can't get into it.
No.
Because honestly, to me, it's like, listen, I don't want to have to.
Boring.
I talk during sex, but I do not want to have to sit there and be like, this is what I'd be doing to you.
I don't want to be describing all that
No.
shit. Listen, that's a lot
That
of
takes
work.
the fun out of it.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. Plus, it's
I
like,
don't have all that time.
listen, I'm not gonna lie.
I'd probably fall asleep. What?
I feel like I'd be sitting there like watching TV, like, oh yeah.
Voice to
Do
text.
it again. Just like that.
Siri, send text message. Are you ready to send it? Yes.
Yes.
I can't.
Oh yes, Big Daddy. Do that again.
I fucking can't.
Oh.
I can't.
Oh wait, we gotta get into our story.
Oh yes,
Yes.
we do. We have
Okay.
10 minutes left, friends.
Yes,
so we're going to
let's
get
get
into
into our story.
an anonymous story.
We can
that
go
got
back
sent
if we
to
have
us.
time.
Yes.
So we had a story sent to us this week.
Yes.
Okay. And we really want you guys' feedback on this, of your
Absolutely.
opinions of what you think. And listen, no holds barred. You know how we do.
Let it go.
So I had someone reach out to me and they said, okay, this was a scenario with her friend.
Okay.
Friend has been with boyfriend for 8 years, I think.
Okay.
And they live together. No children, as far as I understand. And boyfriend has a male friend who he's very close to. And the girlfriend has no relationship with this person. Although she's tried. They've gotten into a few squabbles, the boyfriend and girlfriend. He moves out of the house, goes and stays with his guy friend.
Okay.
Okay. She comes across a text message that says, "You can't keep living like this. Please come home. This is hurtful." From the male friend to her boyfriend. He says, "Oh, it's just a joke. It doesn't mean anything." Now, to get a little deeper into it, she has tried to kind of extend the olive branch to this friend, invited him to cookouts, to which the boyfriend will go, "Why did you do that? He doesn't want to come."
Oh, very defensive.
Very. And then, like, or said, or just kind of like try to friend request him. Why did you send him a friend request? He doesn't want to be your friend on Facebook. So, what are your thoughts?
Very first thought that comes to mind?
Melanie said it. They are lovers.
They're lovers.
That was the first instinct I had listening to this story, is that he hasn't come out of the closet.
Yep.
And he's not comfortable coming out of the closet. This is his lover.
Yep.
Or somebody he's involved with. And she's kind of like, "No, I don't think that's it." There's
They
no
live
other.
together?
He and her live together. The boyfriend and girlfriend live together. But they've gotten into some, squabbles or whatever, where he's like, "I'm going to go stay with my friend for a few days."
So didn't fully move out, just like I'm gonna...
Yeah, like gone for, like, I think...
Items and belongings are still at said house.
Yes.
Huh.
But has gone and stayed with his friend. And again, she's tried to, like, be like, "Hey, invite so-and-so. We're going to have a cookout." And he's like, "Why would you invite him?"
They're
Don't.
lovers.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can understand.
Yeah.
Matt,
They're
lost me.
They're lovers.
So, yeah, that would be my first thought. I feel like there's no other explanation, because honestly, what man out there is going to send his male friend "You can't keep living like this. Please come home. This is hurtful."
Yeah.
That to me says that he's waiting for him to come out of the closet and be honest about who he is, and the guy's just like, "No, I can't do that." And he's basically dating this girl almost as a cover-up. That's how I look at it.
That's how I look at it as well. Yeah.
Yes, Matt, the guy friend sent his male friend a text that said, "You can't keep living like this. Please come home. This is hurtful." Said guy has a girlfriend he lives with, but when they get into a fight, he goes and stays with this male friend who's sending him this text. So just bring it up to speed.
Yeah.
Jose said, "Fact, he's in denial." And I think everybody's on the same page.
Guys on the down low and living a double life.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
100%. I feel like there's no other way around this except for that.
That's a thing, just for people that don't understand that. The down low is the terminology for men having a double life that are usually married or in a relationship of some sort, and nobody knows that they like men, and they go out when nobody notices, and they creep on the down low, and nobody has no idea that this is going on, and they live this completely separate life.
Yes. Matt goes, "Okay, I get ya." He likes the D. And that's Melanie says, "It's almost sad. Go live your best life, gay or not. Stop hurting the girl in the process." I 100% agree.
Absolutely.
And I think, but it's like, okay, how do you approach that situation? If you're the girlfriend, and now you have these suspicions, but this guy's going, "No, I'm not this way."
I think at this point, regardless of what he's telling you, you need to just end the relationship, because that relationship is not going to grow, because you're always going to have these suspicions, and there's not going to be any trust there, and he shouldn't be held back because he's in this relationship because he's afraid to come out and have this conversation.
Whether it be with his family, friends,
or
whatever.
said girlfriend. And I think maybe if he wasn't in that relationship with said girlfriend, it might be a little easier for the truth to be seen.
Right. Matt just asked, how long have they been together? She couldn't tell. They've been together for 8 years.
That's
living
a long
time.
time. And listen, some people have been together 20-something years
and have no idea.
And have no idea that their husband has been on the down low for before they had even met, type of deal stuff. So, I mean, like, this is like a real deal thing.
Yeah.
Like, Google that shit, guys. Like, it's for real.
So Mom says she definitely knows, she's just in denial. I think there's a part of her that probably is. She doesn't want to believe that,
I'm sure there might have been some signs, and now that she's had that text message and maybe now be looking in that direction, I'm sure there's other things that she may think of that have happened in the past that she might have been like, oh. Oh.
But sometimes you explain it away.
Right.
Mom says you can't live with somebody for 8 years and not have some idea.
Right.
But like Steph said, though, there are people that are married for 20 and the wives are just completely oblivious to the fact of that their significant other, husband, whatever,
Right.
is into, or vice versa, that a husband doesn't know that his wife is interested in females. Like
Right.
it happens both ways.
And sometimes they don't ever get found out until they slip up and get caught.
Right.
It's pretty crazy and it's so sad at the same time.
Right.
It's just like, you need to do
Matt
your thing.
asked, do they have kids with him and all that too? I don't believe there are any kids in the mix, as far as I understand from the story. Because again, this was given to us as a story.
Right.
I don't believe that there are any kids involved, as far as I know. But I don't think there's really another explanation for it.
I don't
Because
either.
that to me, he kind of brushed up, oh, it was a joke. That's not really a joke.
No,
though.
that's not a joke.
I don't really
That's
feel
not
like that
something
could
that
be
you
a
would
joke.
joke about. And I'm dead ass. If I saw a text like that, I'm scrolling through to see what other things are in that thread.
So this was his phone was sitting there, and sometimes when the text comes up, it just pops up on the
So the
screen.
notification.
So she can't get into his phone.
Ew.
So it just popped up, and she saw that text from,
Well,
And
if it's
so-
not true, then show the phone.
and he
That
won't.
is the easiest way out of
And
it.
he
And then
will
if he
not.
won't, then he's
Yeah.
hiding something.
Yeah. So I definitely think
If you're
that's
not hiding anything, you're handing your phone over real quick.
agreed.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Just to
absolutely
prove a
agree.
point, even though you're pissed off as all hell, you're proving a point and you're handing that phone over. Just saying.
Yeah, just to be like, yeah, exactly. No, 100%.
Especially if you've been together that long.
Right.
And this is something that's totally not true, and she's totally reading the scenario wrong, and you're like, I can't even believe that you're thinking that that's the scenario. Are you fucking serious?
Right, exactly.
You're showing that
Prove that
phone.
point. Prove that
Exactly.
point.
So,
All
there
right.
it is.
Well, thank you for your input on that.
Yep.
Appreciate it. And again, anytime you guys want to send us an anonymous story, we'd
Send
love
us
to hear it.
stories. We want your feedback. We want to hear it. So
yeah.
that way others
Or if
can
you-
give feedback as well.
You can get other people's opinions without putting your business out there. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like that's what we're here for.
Somebody mentioned wanting to be able to like phone in. Like, do you guys want to be able to do that? Would you be nervous about your voices being on? Would you download an app prior to disguise your voice? Not that we cared. That's
Right.
something that you're interested in. Let us know and we
Yeah.
can work
Or
that
like you
in.
said, or you just send us things. Say, hey, can you guys talk about this? Absolutely, we can
Right.
talk about it. You know what I mean? We don't have to put you on blast. We don't put anybody on blast. We
Right.
don't do that. Do we want to do one more? It's 10 o'clock right now.
We'll do one last
One last one. All right.
One last one.
You take your pick,
All
babes.
right.
What do we got?
Fun fact, friends. Most men can get turned on simply from just hearing a woman's voice.
Not every woman, obviously, but a certain
Right.
woman's voice.
Right.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Food for thought.
food for thought, friends. There you go.
Yes, yes.
And as usual, it's been real.
It's been
It's
fun.
been real fucking fun.
You already know.
And as always, make sure you join us here next Friday
Yeah.
at 9 p.m.
Yes, yes.
Sharp.
Send us your topics, your questions, your
Yes.
stories. We want to hear
Yes,
them.
we want to hear everything.
Yeah.
And don't forget to comment when you rewatch this because we are seeing all of that. We watch you. We're watching. We're watching you. We see you.
All right, guys. We
All
love
right,
you so
love
much.
you so much.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll
Thank
see you next week.
Have a good weekend. Be safe. Happy holiday weekend. Yeah.